In today's video, we are unboxing the Playdate. The folks over at Playdate were nice enough to send over a new unit alongside a cover. So we will be unboxing it and I will be sharing my first design impressions. In this channel, I give you a wider and deeper understanding into the whole world of design, from product design, which we're doing today, to game design, which is kind of what we're also doing today, a little bit, to architecture, to theory, and to lifestyle. So if you like this video, make sure to click that like button, as it really helps me tell YouTube, well, actually, it helps you tell YouTube that you want my videos to be shown out there. And remember to subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my future videos. With that said, let's start. The packaging itself is very nice. It's very high quality. It's glossy. No, it's matte with the actual Playdate symbol in glossy, but it feels very high quality. It has logos in all sides, information on all the sides, a Playdate, and then here on the back it just has a little nice narrative of what this is intended to do. So far, the packaging seems, again, really high quality, so it's setting my expectations really high. Let's here carefully open this. Put this aside. And let's open up. Ooh, kind of, oh no, it didn't come over. It's like that. It's really nice. Packaging. And packaging, again, is really important because it's a first impression of the design experience. And what we get is, of course, the Playdate, and then we have this here, which is the cable. It seems like it's a charging cable, which is a USB to a USB-C. Then here it seems like it's just the packaging instructions. So I guess we'll go into that. Oh, they're very simple. Just like that. Just four sheets folded. Nice. So this really, if you're able to explain your design in such few steps with such little real estate, paper real estate, that talks about the simplicity and the streamlining of the experience. So that is looking good. Okay. Also, if you notice here, the packaging itself is not trying to be minimalistic in the sense that it's trying to be the cheapest, the most economical, I should say, in terms that they actually did put this on an angle that just gives us a little nice presentation. It's a different presentation from the rest of the usual packaging. And if you see, we have foam here, but we also have this foam there to really protect the Playdate. So a lot of thinking into the packaging itself has been done. And then let's see. Okay, let's put all of this aside and let's focus on this for a moment. So as you can see, it's a very simple design, very sleek, very minimalistic, but it looks really cool. You have your screen with a black border around. You have your D-pad. You have two face buttons, your A and your B. You have these silver circles are your screws, which they look really nice. That button, I don't know what it is. Guess we'll find out. That is your sound grill, and I think that's it for this side. Then let's go to the obvious side here. You have the crank, right, which is the thing about the Playdate. So let's take it out. Oh, it came out. He's comfortable. It snaps. So it's very smooth. I did not expect it. I thought it would like snap into place. It would have a little bit more resistance to it, but it has resistance, don't get me wrong, but it's really, really smooth. And then see how we get it back. Oh, there's a magnet. So it has resistance to take it out, sorry. And then you can hear it snapping when you try to put it back. And then another cool thing here is that the pocket to make the handle just fit in there really nicely. Then let's see, on top we have a button. Oh, okay, good. Thought it came in damaged. Seems like this is the on button, power button. That's it. This side has nothing. Then on the bottom we have what looks like it's also a sound output. We have what seems to be a jack port, and then the USB-C port. And then on the back we have, again, 4 really cool looking screws. We have the Playdate logo that's engraved, so it actually has texture, and we have some graphics of the console itself. So the material feels really nice. That this yellow matte is really nice. I really like it. The contrast of like the white, the yellow, the grays, and the black make it feel unique. And then the weight of it, even though it's really small, I mean, you can see it in my hand here right now. It's relatively small. I mean, we could measure it here. It's an oversized ruler for it, but you know, it's like almost 3 inches, and let's do it this way. And so it's 3 by 3 inches. So it's relatively small, but it's not heavy. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but the construction of it feels very, very solid. That's the word. It feels very compact, feels very well put together. You can see here, that's on the back plate, the seams here, that's where everything's put together. So it feels like, or it seems like, this whole front or upward plate is a single piece, and then just comes together at the end. Let's see, let's start. We already talked about the smoothness of the crank, of the unique feature of this Playdate. Then we have the D-pad. The D-pad is clicky, I would say, which it's fine. It shows resistance. It makes you feel that it's resistant, but it's comfortable. But you do have that tactile and that, you know, very subtle auditory feedback. Let's see the face buttons. We only have 2. Don't feel as clicky, but do have resistance to them, so they feel nice. Wonder if we start smashing them. Yeah, feels good. And then we talked about this, how smooth it feels, but I do want to bring attention to, usually in handhelds, just like here I have the Game Boy Color, here I have an Xbox controller for the PC. So what I want to bring attention to is, look how many buttons it has compared to, and joysticks and all of it compared to this. So this is more in line with the handheld kind of archetype of input mapping, right? You have your D-pad, you have 2 face buttons. I know there are handhelds out there that have way more, but you have these, and then you have your start and select, which I think that button is probably trying to do that function. But what I want to bring attention to is that this has relatively very minimalistic amount of buttons for input mapping for today's age. This was in the 90s, right? This is more modern, but this makes sense because you don't want to overdo it, because you want to bring attention to the crank, which is the whole point of this thing, right? So you actually want to provide, and it makes sense from a design standpoint, that you want to provide as least buttons as possible, so that you are not just providing the extra feature of the crank, but actually almost forcing developers to use it, right? Because of availability. But with that said, let's take these out and let's focus back on the Playdate. So let's see, let's turn it on. So you turn it on. I guess we have to hold it. You have to charge it. It does not come charged. It's okay. Let's charge it. Well, while that is charging, let's keep reading the instructions. Press the menu button. Yes, guys, this is the menu button. It seems very straightforward. Very, very minimal instructions to how to turn it on, how to manipulate it, and how to put it into sleep mode. So just a waiting game right now. Ooh, seems like we are about to start. The first thing that I notice is the screen is not backlit, right? So you actually have to have good illumination to be able to play it, which is a bit nostalgic, right, as to how things used to be. But I'm guessing this is more of a experiential decision rather than a technical one, because I don't think putting a backlight to the screen is that difficult these days. But it's a warning. We are going to click continue, and I'm guessing there's an intro here. Nice. Okay, so nice. So I guess it's gonna walk us through the usage of all the available buttons here. Smashing A, poking B. Guess we're going with a crank now. Yep. Out. Nice. That was a really good introduction. Very simple, but the animation really walks you through, gives you the tactile feel, make sure you know where all the buttons are, what they do. Then click continue, and now we'll need to set up an account. We'll need to connect to the internet. So did not know that. Kind of makes sense though, because the way that I understand this to be is that Playdate, you have an account, but they basically give you, I don't know if you have like 20 to 30 free games available, and I think it's a bunch more that come out every so often, so it's almost like a game package. I don't know if you have to be subscribed or not, and like pay something for it, but I do know that there are free games, and I guess I'll connect to the internet and we'll see. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna put the crank back in its place. And, oh, it makes a sound when you put the crank back. It's connected. Registered device, connecting Playdate to server. Because of course, these days, everything has to be registered. Enter this pin at Playdate. So getting my phone. So it's giving you a QR code to go ahead and register. Oop, didn't pick it up. So once you get to the registered device page, get on your device, your computer, your phone, go to the page that is saying you to go and enter the activation code. Your Playdate was registered. So now that that's been done, let's keep going here. It says press A after you have registered. So registered device contacting Playdate servers because it does not believe me. It needs to go ask his friends. Okay, account linked. Press A again. Checking for update. And there's a cool little animation on top that is letting us visualize how many steps we have to go through. And now it seems like it's downloading some type of update to its software. This is a true unboxing video. I'm going through all the steps for the first time, so I'm figuring this out. Well, that keeps going, talking about the purpose of a design, right? In this case, the handheld design of the Playdate is extremely small compared to other handhelds out there, and their purpose is for this to be very, very portable, right? It's actually trying to be as faithful as it can to the concept of being a handheld and being portable. So it makes sense that it is tiny. It makes sense it's very, very good solid build, because that way you can just throw it in your pocket or your actual backpack, and I feel like this could survive. And of course, yes, you do have covers. We'll look into this afterwards, but the device itself does not feel fragile. And then the only thing that I was a little bit worried about was the crank, because this is an appendage that's out, but since it can tuck itself in, and this feels very, very sturdy, like the magnet that it has a good pull, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I do wish that it would have a progress bar as to like how much it is charging or how much it has charged, because it seems like it has very, very good UI and everything, right? It has a lot of animations. It's making sure that it's walking you through and keeping you engaged as you set up this thing. But then here it does feel a little bit inconsistent, let's say. It might be, I'm noticing this because I am waiting for it to actually charge up without doing nothing else, because I'm waiting to be able to keep doing the video. So it might not matter in real life, in the sense that if it's not, while you wait that it charges up to 25%, you just put it to the side, you keep doing your thing, and you just come check it, see if it's done, and then you just keep going when it is done. So but still, observation, not consistent with the whole very high level, very good UI that I've seen so far. It's just missing a step here. Okay, it's done. So it says applying system updates. There we go. So what time is it now? Let's see. And then, okay, would you like to send metrics to help us make Playdate better? No, sorry. I don't like to share my data. Disable. Okay, press A to play. You guys ready? 'Cause I am. Season 1. System, let's see. So, what is this? Are these the games? Just press A. Whitewater Wipeout. Click A again. So the graphics, the music, seems like this is a game. So the first impression of the game, let's see, I think, okay, so to up or down the volume is hold menu and then use D-pad to your left or right. So the graphics themselves, they do seem pixel based, but of course it's a way higher resolution than, you know, your 8 and 16-bit nostalgic expectations. But it does still feel like it has a strong connection with that era of gaming, right? I can see that there is no color. It's, black and white. And the music, though, does feel very 16-bit. So hopefully you can hear that. But again, the music, it could be based on the game itself, not on the console. I don't know. Let's try this game. It says 25%, so I guess we don't need the charger anymore. Let's see. Crank to hit it. Okay, let's see. Oh. Wasted. Okay. So crank it up. So, anchored. Awesome. So I have no idea how to play this game yet, but I can definitely see that the crank itself has a very, very important role in the mechanics. I wonder if we could see, let's see the menu here. Volume, home. So I have that game, then system, settings. So yeah, when you're in the menu, it says season 1, which I don't know. Oh, I think this is kind of like the packaging that they mentioned that they have, where they just kind of like bundle a few games and then they send it out. So that gets season 1 has 1 game. Let's see, let's open this. I guess 2 games. So you open it and it's Casual Birder. Okay. And then you have settings. And then if we click on settings, you have games. You have account. You have games, account, Wi-Fi, lock screen, auto lock, notification light. Oh, so maybe it has accessibility. Playdate is low on power and will shut down soon. Please plug it into the power. Okay, so it seems like we do need to stay plugged in. I thought this was 25% charged. Oh, come on. Accessibility, time, device metrics. Oh, you can use the crank to move through the menu settings. So another useful tip for that. Let's put this back. So system, device metrics, time, accessibility, notification, lock, Wi-Fi account, games. Let's see what games holds. Okay, so I do have 2 games out of, and it seems like I have 3.6 gigs in my memory, and each game takes around, well, I've only downloaded 1. It takes around 20 megs. There's 1 game update. So yeah, it seems like, and there's a catalog and system. So I wonder where I could find my other games. But so that's really for settings, and it seems like all my games, downloaded games, are going to be here, and then at the bottom the settings. So menu, power, let's see, lock it, and it's locked. Oh, there you see. When it's locked, you have this clock icon. You have the date on the left bottom, and then on the right bottom you have your power. So it says I have 28%. Why was that telling me I had 10%? So what happens if we wake it back up? Little animation there saying press lock twice. Press it twice, and then you're in that same menu. We click menu, volume. Yeah, from here you can manipulate the volume setting, and screenshot seems like you can take screenshots whenever this is. So I'm guessing in a game to share stats and whatnot. Let's get into the cover now. Let's see how this fits into it. Looks like it's going to be an aqua color. Don't know how I feel about that. I really like the yellow of the Playdate. So don't know if I'm going to leave. So you have the package. I'm gonna open it, take it out. Then you have foam in the middle, and then the cover itself. So out of the gate, the material of the cover feels really smooth. Seems like it's also a matte color. This one is aqua, the aqua blue. The cover has pins, which I'm guessing go, with where the screws are, because they do have like a pinhole that goes all the way through the game. And then you have your carved out D-pad and face buttons, as well as other buttons. So guess these just snap. Oh, and these are they're magnet, so they snap in nice. Yep, they just snap, and it also has a magnet up the front. So it's actually a good design for a cover for this little thing. The crank is exposed, but as I said, I think it's fine. The magnet, I think, is strong enough that this is going to avoid being caught in any of your backpack or your pocket. And it's easy enough to lift off. It's almost effortless, but it snaps back on. And as you can see, like this, the magnets on the back are really strong. These you actually have to like fight a little bit, and you can hear it snapping when it does it. Yeah. Now, my plans for this, my next step is I'm going to actually sit down and play for a few weeks with this thing. I'm going to actually have it in my backpack, have it in my pocket, put it next to my computer in the desk, and actually play with it and get to know some games, get to know the actual feel of the crank, right? The functionality of the crank with within the games, how some game designers have actually used it in games. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another video, this time doing a design breakdown, more in depth. This one was just an unboxing video and first design impressions. If you don't wanna miss any of my upcoming videos, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you liked the video, make sure you click the like button, as it really helps the channel grow. With that said, I will see you in the next video.